Want to learn the most delicious cracker you could ever imagine, the most healthy one, without oil, without salt, and raw, vegan. So, snacks of crackers and a sandwich. A cracker sandwich. High protein, high omega-3, flax, buckwheat crackers. Do you want to learn a highly nutritious, delicious, high in protein and high in omega-3 cracker so you can have snacks or even a sandwich on your house but it still be a raw vegan? This is quite delicious, quite a tasty recipe, and everybody will love it. Even if you are not raw vegan or you are, if you're vegetarian, paleo, omnivore, you will love this. So let's get into the recipe. Hi, I'm Dr. Eduardo Corassa, a clinical nutritionist from Brazil that has saved his own life through lifestyle medicine called natural hygiene. I'm happy to announce that 4 of my 10 books published in Portuguese are now translated to English and available on ebook and print on demand. So, the hygienic fasting, nature surgery, the anti-cancer diets, the lifestyle that fights cancer, the Eden's diets, the guide to raw frugivorism, the original diets, and natural delicacies, cooking without a stove, are the perfect start for your new health journey, for a healthier, better, more longevity version of you. And unfortunately, because I teach lifestyle medicine, the podcast doesn't have any sponsors because there's no money in producing health. There's money in supplements, there's money in therapies, surgeries, treatments, but teaching lifestyle medicine, there is no company wanting to sponsor us. So I ask for your help for free. You can comment below, share the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell button for notification. You help YouTube to deliver more our content to you and to other people. Also provide consultations online and in private sessions. There is the raw food detox retreats here January and July in Rio de Janeiro. 4 blocks from a beautiful beach, a tennis court on the yard, 350 rare fruit trees, and the best education on lifestyle medicine. So, if you want to help the work grow, to help other people, and also help yourself, I highly suggest you to go in the description below for our website or for our WhatsApp. I will ask our editor to put here the recipes from the retreat. Besides the culinary, there's the practical application and also the scientific lectures. I hope you like the video.
We need the buckwheat sprouted. Always sprout my buckwheat. This is buckwheat, right? A grain. There's actually a bacillus grain. It's not a grain. And it's high in protein and way more nutritious than the usual grains. But it's not a wheat. It's buckwheat. So you don't have gluten in it. Usually people digest and feel better with it. And I think it's a great addition to a raw food diet. If you want to gain some weight, I rarely use it. I prefer to do without grains, but if you're including grain, this is one of the only ones that you can eat it like mix with some fruits and still feel tasty. You know, because for example, wheat, it gives you more symptoms and it's not as tasty. Some others taste like crap, like quinoa, for example, sprouted. I don't like it. So buckwheat is the one to go if you want to use grain, right? I use for a few recipes, but I don't use in my daily life. This is 200 grams of buckwheat sprouted. You just throw in the water for 8 hours. Soaking water completely, and then you take the water out of the strainer, and there you go. You have the buckwheat. And then we have here around 200 grams of flax seeds. We have the brown flax seeds and we have the golden flax seeds. It's up to you. You can mix them both or not. I just think it looks more pretty. I just think it adds more phytonutrients, different phytonutrients. And I have both at my disposal here just by accident, so I just added both. I never do flax crackers or buckwheat crackers or any kind of crackers in raw foods. I like the raw food crackers without vegetables. Why? Because it will not be as healthy. You have to understand that a lot of concentrated foods is not as healthy as a lot of high water content foods. High vibrational, as people used to call, but like, because I'm in the world of nutrition, academic, science, I like to talk about phytonutrients. So by adding carrots, peppers, onion, garlic, coriander, and any other fresh vegetable as you have, it will be a good addition. Today, I'm adding big carrots, a small bell pepper, 1/4 of each kind of onion, the red and the white, a full bunch of coriander, cilantro, and a couple small cloves of garlic. And this pepper that we call in Brazil, pimenta de quim, little big pepper. I don't know the name you guys call it in English. Maybe my cameraman, there's actually an American, can see it by his face. He probably don't know what I'm talking about. So I'll just keep going. But this is another spicy pepper. It adds a little bit of flavor, a little bit of spicy, but it's almost none, right? So you can use anyone that you like. I love jalapeno. I know that you guys have a lot in common in the United States. We don't have here. Pretty easy. What we're going to do is pour the buckwheat on the food processor. I like big food processors because they save a lot of time, but it's up to you, right? For small, it works as well. The cilantro pepper. I'm going to use the seeds actually because this is another spicy pepper, right? But I think I'm taking the seeds out so I can replant it. The cloves of garlic, the carrots. I don't peel the carrot. I don't think it's needed. The peel, if it's washed, is pretty good to use. It has nutrients. People eat pig's butt and eat a lot of stuff, but they have fear of like a skin of a vegetable. People are quite funny in that regard. But they eat wolves' testicles and animals' brains and snakes and I don't know, so many strange things that people do. Just 1/4 of each onion, or else it's stew. The onion raw has a strong flavor, and the bell pepper. Just take the seeds out. You can actually do it by hand or with your knife. Here it's raw. You have a sensible way, like with your hands. Just kidding. And now, last but not least, I'm going to use a little bit of salt, right? Because crackers, all these foods that doesn't have too much, a little bit of salt can help, right? Like, if I was doing just for me, I wouldn't use salt, right? Up to you. And now, what we are going to do is, before processing, we are going to process the flax seeds. So this is a coffee grinder. So now that the flax is almost shredded, you can leave some whole, or you can add more whole afterwards. So I'm just going to add the flax to the food processor. And remember, guys, the flax. That means the flax gives like the sticky, it makes the crackers connect it by this hole. Or else, if you don't have enough flax, the cracker, you break apart and you not form in the dehydrator. So binds. The flax binds your flax crackers. Tasted, you can make it a little bit spicier now. So we will throw the crackers in a dehydrator, T-flax sheet, right? This is the tray of the dehydrator, and this is the T-flax sheet that you use on top. Every dehydrator, depending on almost every brand will have these T-flax sheets. So don't worry, just spread it on top. I could actually use a little bit more of water. We have the first tray filled. We're going to use the next tray, right? You just keep spreading the ingredients because we don't want too much or too little, right? We want it even and like just 1 centimeter by each side. So if you think you have too much in one side, just spread. If the tray is too full, you can do like this, scoop it, and then you keep spending. We are ready. Look at our flax crackers. I just had 2 trays, spread them all really thin through all the tray, and it's the final version, right? Way healthier than the usual flax crackers. There's only flax crackers and dried seasonings, right? For sure, you can add a lot more seasonings that I added here. It's up to you. I like to keep it simple because if it's a dry seasoning, I don't like it. I like fresh seasonings, right? That's why I add the big pepper. I added the coriander, the cilantro, and the fresh vegetables as well to season it without adding that much fat and, just fat and dry seasonings. That's why I think it's healthier. But we are going to go for the dehydrator. Take a look. Elijah, please enlighten them with how it looks before going to the dehydrator. You can see the pieces of vegetables. So you can see even the color from the carrot and the color from the carrot and the pepper. So that's a healthier version, right? You still have the crunchiness. You still have the flax, for example, are high in omega-3s, ELA, as we call. Buckwheat is high in protein. So flax is high in calories and protein and fat, and the buckwheat is high in calories and protein as well. So you get like a really good muscle building flax cracker. Just turn on your dehydrator, put your trays. I leave it for a few hours. What temperature? I just did a cinnamon roast and a pancake here in the channel. So I ask highly of you to watch it and understand a little bit of what I thought about temperature. So it's from 47 to 70. It's up to you. Still raw food. It's not good to be raw food. It depends a lot on your point of view. I'm a natural hygienist, so I focus on the whole lifestyle, not just on food and not just on eating a little bit more one food. So that's for me, it's like party food. It's like one in a month, one in a year. So I don't care that much because it's still a dehydrator. It's generating heat instead of like a cooking stove going for 250 Celsius. That is like 70 Celsius, a little bit higher than the raw food temperature, but still it's not cooking, it's dehydrating. So take it easy a little bit, easy or hard. If you want 47, just dehydrate for probably 4 hours. 170, 2 hours, I think it will be enough, but we have to recheck it again because it all depends on the amount of water that was in the recipe. So do 2 hours, check it, and do 2 more hours if you need it, or even 3. Depends on your dehydrator and the temperature. And it's still not completely dry. So we just use the other tray and we do like this, right? And then we dehydrate the bottom. So this is already good. Actually, you could already eat this. It's really good. But to have the cracker, to have really the no moisture, like a cracking, like a sandwich, or like need a little bit more dehydration. So, but the bottom always stays under the T-flax sheet. So the hot air of the dehydrator doesn't dehydrate this part. So we have to flip it. And the best way I know how to flip it is the way I did it, right? Using the two trays and just flipping with the tray. You still can feel the moisture in here, but not the other way. And even in the points, you can see there's quite more cracker. So a little bit more, like an hour more.
So this is it. It's ready. Look at this. A huge piece of cracker, probably 200 to 300 grams or even maybe more. So this can be used as a sandwich if you break a big piece, or you can use as small Doritos if you cut like these, right? Our sandwich, I will prepare both, right? I'm going to slice a tomato, and also I'm going to mash an avocado. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop the avo, mash it. We're ready to use in our recipes. So for sure, if you want salt, you can add salt to this. I'm against salt. I don't think we need it. I have been almost 20 years without using salt. Besides when I'm teaching culinary classes during the retreats or in post-graduations for, medical doctors and nutritionists here in Brazil, in university. I'm going to get a leaf of lettuce, put on top of the cracker, and then a few slices of really thin and small slices of onion. I prefer to use the red onion, right? Because it's a little bit sweeter, bitter taste that onions have. The tomatoes and a little bit of the avo paste. And we can top it, the sandwich like this. Beautiful cracker sandwich. We're going to do a lot of Doritos cuttings, right? It looks like a Dorito. Or you can just, if you don't have patience, you can just break it with your hands, right? Can last pretty long. Never try to last a long time, but for sure you can last this for a week on the fridge. Slice and dice the tomatoes and the onions, but not all the onion, or else it's pretty strong. I'm going to also add some herbs and add to the avo paste. So we have somewhat of a guacamole. So we have the crackers, small snacks. We have the cracker sandwich, and we have the guacamole paste to serve with the crackers, right? And a little bit of lettuce to as a side dish. So check it out. Check what we can do with. If you want to gain some weight, if you want to gain muscle, if you want to be more healthier, it is actually correlated with protection of diseases and longer life. What do I mean with that? Animal protein actually increases morbidity and mortality from diseases of all causes. That's epidemiology talking, that is scientific talking, but bad kind of protein, the animal protein, in higher amounts, you end up having more diseases, a shorter life, and dying from any kind of diseases. But when you eat vegetable protein and a lot of omega-3s like we have in flax, we are going to have reduction in morbidity and mortality. That it means more health span, more lifespan in scientific terms. That means you live longer, being healthier. You can achieve older age, is still being active and healthier. So buckwheat, flax, a lot of vegetables gives the best kind of cracker. And for sure, I still have my sandwich. Let's give it a try. So for sure, if you're adopting a healthier diet, it doesn't need to be boring. You can do these homemade versions of the things that we used to eat back then and still be a lot more healthier. For sure, I don't like to use the dehydrator that much because it's already a form of processing the food. The water is vital to our nutrition. So the dehydrator takes the water out, so it's not a good thing. But for sure, we can use the dehydrator to make good things if you are still adapting to a raw food diet, and even if you're already a raw fooder, the dehydrator is an ally. I don't use in my daily living that much, but if I need to use it, if I feel like using, I don't hesitate. But for sure, water is life. Food that was dehydrated is not whole anymore because the water is the most important thing in the food actually. Learning to proper exercise, sunshine, sleep, food is the first remedies that were created in this planet and are still the main remedy. So if you like the video and you like our work, please don't forget to share the video, comment below, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button for notification. And also, if you want my help as a clinical nutritionist, I can help you through consultation, online and in private sessions. My 4 published books, you can access them through the links below. And also come for a retreat in Brazil here with us, and there's the online courses that will still be translated to English. And if you also want to help our work, you can become a member of the channel for a small donation every month. Click these videos to know more, and remember, health is produced by healthful living. Much frugal health. See you next time.